Be careful, your father had a meeting about your inheritance that no one told you about. What he signed behind closed doors will shock you. Archangel Michael says, the silence that surrounds your home has been hiding more than just feelings, it's been hiding documents, agreements, and betrayals that you were never supposed to find out. There was a meeting that took place in a quiet room, a room you were not invited into, a room that held the future of your inheritance. Behind those closed doors, your father signed something that will change everything for you, and they didn't want you to know. They never intended to let this reach your hands. But what was once hidden is now being revealed under divine light. The truth is crawling its way out of the shadows, scratching against the lies, ready to tear apart every mask worn by those who pretended to love you. Your father met with someone you've never seen before, a man whose name you've never heard, but who knew your name far too well. It was not a casual visit, it was orchestrated, sealed in secrecy, and your name was the most spoken word in that discussion. A legal envelope was signed, one that carries a twist you're not prepared for. He didn't tell anyone afterward. Not your siblings. Not even your mother. Because what he did was both bold and dangerous, it placed your inheritance on a path that would either protect you for a lifetime or throw you into a war with those closest to you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. There was a reason the meeting was kept off the calendar, done in a hotel room and not at his office. A witness was present, but they were paid to disappear, to forget your face, your name, and every detail of what was said. But Archangel Michael says their silence is cracking, and what they remember is crawling toward your door. The person who helped write the papers was instructed to use coded words instead of your full name. But those codes match numbers connected to your birth certificate. The deal signed affects property that you sleep in, yet the title was rewritten without your knowledge. Archangel Michael says the man who pushed this paper forward told your father this would protect the family, but that was not the truth. He had another agenda, and your father was not in a clear state of mind when he agreed to it. This deal now puts you in danger of losing everything if not acted upon. They are watching to see when you'll find out. The silence from your relatives is not loyalty, it is fear. Because once you know the details, the dynamic of the family will split into light and darkness. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The lawyer involved in drafting the contract now regrets ever picking up the pen. He said your father trembled when he had to place his signature, yet felt pushed by forces greater than himself. That document may hold wealth, but it also holds a curse meant to follow whoever breaks it. Now that it's unfolding, your father's health has also started to shift, as though something is spiritually weighing on him. He's been avoiding looking you in the eyes ever since that day. There's guilt inside him, but he's waiting for someone to protect you before he confesses. Someone in the family already found out but promised not to tell. They benefit from this silence. They are even planning to move the legal papers to a new location by next Friday so you never see them. The shock you will feel once the truth reaches you will shake your very bones. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Your name was whispered while others signed in your place. They used a clause called Family Protection Override to block you from accessing the full portion. That's why you've been feeling emotionally drained lately, your spiritual energy senses a theft. A car has been seen parked near your home 3 nights in a row. Inside is a person holding a copy of the agreement. They are thinking of switching sides and delivering it directly to you, but they're scared. Your father trusted the wrong people, and now he's realizing that he placed your blessings in the wrong hands. They used words like temporary transfer and trustee designation to confuse him. He believed he was saving you from pressure, but instead he locked you out. Archangel Michael says it was not done with full understanding. That's why divine intervention is stepping in now, because you were meant to receive much more. Type Amen to get blessing 535. Your name was removed from one of the main accounts linked to land documents. That action was done without informing you, with a forged witness signature. But the universe recorded it, nothing divine goes unmarked. You might be feeling like things are slipping away, but in truth, the hidden deals are about to be exposed. A woman from your father's past, possibly someone he worked with, was involved in pushing this idea forward. She told him it would protect you from financial harm, but she had other motives. Her name is starting to appear in strange places, in lawyers' conversations, in messages exchanged during that secret meeting. She was the one who made him sign. You will soon find out that what she truly wanted was to redirect your share to someone else entirely. Type Amen to get blessing 111. A second document exists. That one holds the key to reversing what was done, but it is stored in a safe only one person has the code to. This person was once close to your father but now keeps their distance, waiting for the perfect time to reappear. They are watching to see who will break first, your father or the one who holds the code. But Archangel Michael says, their waiting is about to end. You are receiving a divine push to uncover the hidden vaults. Someone will slip soon, a wrong word, a nervous glance, a contradiction. That's when you must act quickly. Every second will matter. Type Amen to get blessing 777. A man who works with numbers, maybe a financial advisor, knows everything. He's been carrying this weight for weeks, thinking he's helping your father, but now realizing he's part of a trap. The more he holds it in, the more the universe pressures him. He's beginning to have strange dreams where he hears your name shouted from fire. That's not a coincidence, it's a divine nudge. He will be forced to speak soon, and when he does, he may beg for forgiveness. You are being watched, not just by humans but by higher forces. They are waiting to see if you will rise to the call or be defeated by silence. But the energy around you is shifting. Archangel Michael says, your time is approaching to confront everything. Type Amen to get blessing 888. The deal signed behind closed doors involved a real estate property with an unusual valuation. They deliberately marked it lower to hide the true value from official records. What you didn't see is that this property is the spiritual center of your generational blessing. Removing your name from it was like trying to block your entire legacy from blossoming. But the roots of your blessing are too deep to erase. Even if the ink on paper says otherwise, the divine ink of your destiny cannot be rewritten. Soon, someone will call you pretending it's a casual conversation, but it's a trap to test what you know. Be calm. Be wise. The truth is on your side. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There is a paper trail, fragile but still traceable. The bank logs, security entry records, and voice notes exchanged during the days surrounding the secret meeting still exist in fragments. These pieces are beginning to surface from the shadows, like puzzle pieces floating to the surface of dark water. The person who arranged the room that day, where your father signed, left a trace of your father's fingerprints on a file not meant to be touched. That file has now triggered an internal audit. Unknowingly, their plot has started to crumble. Archangel Michael says, the same hands that tried to lock your legacy away are now trembling. They fear your awakening. They did not expect you to spiritually align at the very hour their plan was unfolding. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. The woman who orchestrated much of this, she once smiled at you like family. She hugged you, called you kind, but behind her back was a pen with your name crossed out. She has already begun planning how to explain herself when you're informed. But there is something she doesn't know, your spirit has already felt this betrayal. And the spiritual realm is working day and night to deliver everything back to your hands. In 3 days, a message will reach you. Maybe an email. Maybe a strange comment from someone who doesn't realize what they've said. It will unlock a chain reaction of realizations. You'll see dates, names, places, and suddenly it will all make sense. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Your father was hesitant when signing, but pressure was applied by invoking your safety. They made it sound like it would spare you from risk. But it was never about your safety, it was about control, and they were terrified of how much power your name truly carries. When your name is restored to those documents, you will inherit not just property, but honor, spiritual dominion, and ancestral protection. But until then, there's one more layer of deception you must peel away. A second set of keys to your father's filing cabinet exists. That cabinet contains a flash drive with recordings of the entire meeting. Only 2 people know where those keys are, and both are already showing signs of anxiety. Divine signs will guide your steps. Trust them. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. Your father is starting to remember what he did. He dreams of you every night now, visions of you standing outside a gate, asking him to open it. He tries to respond, but no voice comes out. His soul is beginning to feel the weight of the mistake. That's why he's been withdrawn. That's why he's been avoiding family gatherings and making vague excuses. But you must not hate him. You must understand, he was manipulated during a vulnerable moment. The ones who surrounded him that day used fear and urgency as tools of deceit. But justice is arriving. Type Amen to get blessing 4444. A divine record has already corrected your name in the realm of light. What was erased in human contracts has been restored in the spiritual archives. That means no matter how many copies of that deal exist, they hold no true power over you anymore. But Archangel Michael says, it is still your mission to expose the lie so that it can never be used again. You are not just meant to reclaim what is yours, you're meant to prevent others from being harmed by the same deception. There is someone, a friend or close companion, who will play a key role in revealing the truth. Their connection may seem unrelated at first, but a link to the woman who pushed this plan forward will be revealed through them. You'll overhear something soon. Don't dismiss it. Type Amen to get blessing 5050. A specific number will appear repeatedly, maybe on license plates, documents, or clocks. That number will match the digits of the safe code or lawyer file number that holds your name. It's not a coincidence, it's your clue. You may find yourself getting phone calls from unknown numbers. One of them will be the person who wants to confess everything. But fear keeps them from speaking clearly. Their voice will shake. Their heart will race. But if you stay calm and open, they will reveal the truth buried deep beneath the paperwork and fake smiles. That call will change your life. Type Amen to get blessing 6060. There are still those trying to protect the secret. They think that if they destroy the original copy of the deal, it will be erased. But what they don't know is, Archangel Michael has already placed a witness in their midst. A person with a hidden recorder, sitting silently, pretending to agree. They are waiting for the moment to turn over the evidence to the right hands. And that hand will be yours. You are being prepared to receive this responsibility with strength and grace. Do not let fear break your stride. What is coming is yours. Type Amen to get blessing 7070. You will soon feel an urge to go through old drawers, photo albums, or dusty corners of the house. When you do, you'll find a note your father once wrote but never gave you. It was a draft, half-written, buried under other papers. That note contains pieces of his heart, pieces of what he wished he had said before he signed anything. It will help you understand his silence. And it will remind you that despite everything, there is still love beneath the sorrow. This note is not just emotional, it's evidence. Because within its words, he accidentally refers to the meeting and a name you never expected to see. Type Amen to get blessing 8888. The final piece of the puzzle will not come through noise, but silence. In a quiet moment, you'll feel a deep shift in the energy around you. You may get chills. You may even cry for reasons unknown. That is your divine confirmation that the moment has come. That's when the messenger, whoever was meant to bring you the truth, will appear. It may come in the form of a package, a text message, or a knock on your door. Be ready. You won't have to fight, just stand in your truth. Type Amen to get blessing 9999. Your spiritual ancestors have watched over every detail of this unfolding story. They refuse to let your name vanish. They sent warnings in dreams, chills during lies, and now, they send this message. You are not just inheriting land or money. You are inheriting purpose. You are being given access to doors that were locked for generations. What your father signed behind those closed doors tried to delay you, but it cannot destroy you. That paper may exist, but so does divine reversal. And it's already activated. Type Amen to get blessing 101010. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Your light cannot be stopped. Your name is protected. Your breakthrough is unstoppable. Archangel Michael says, the energy that was once used to keep you out is now working overtime to bring you in. Every false witness, every hidden clause, every signature meant to silence you is now on a countdown. You are about to stand in front of the very people who tried to break you, and they won't have a single word to say. The vault that holds the last copy of that manipulated agreement is being unlocked spiritually. The angelic realm has dispatched divine protectors around it. What was buried in fear is being risen in justice. This is not just about wealth, but restoration. You were wrongfully omitted from what was destined for you. And now, the universe is realigning every stolen blessing back to its rightful heir, you. Type Amen to get blessing 33333. One of your relatives who smiled in your face was part of the secret discussion. They said nothing because they were promised a larger share. But they're starting to panic now because they realize the deal may collapse if you discover the loophole they left open. You'll hear from them soon. It may seem like a casual visit or an unexpected phone call, but listen carefully. They will speak with hesitation, and in that hesitation lies their guilt. Do not confront with rage, confront with clarity. Your calmness will shake them more than shouting ever could. Because the moment they realize you're aware, they'll begin to expose the others. Type Amen to get blessing 44444. They counted on you staying quiet. They expected you to stay in the dark. But the divine timeline never included you being left behind, it included you being elevated after betrayal. You were chosen to break the pattern. Others before you were tricked out of their inheritance, silenced by fear, and manipulated into walking away. But you were born to reclaim the stolen crown. There is a prophecy in your bloodline that speaks of a final child who would rise despite being left out. That child is you. Your father didn't know it at the time, but he set that prophecy in motion when he made that signature. And now the heavens are making sure you finish the story. Type Amen to get blessing 55555. You may find something hidden inside a book, possibly a legal text or old journal that belonged to your father. This object will hold a handwritten line that proves he second-guessed the deal. This is your key to triggering an investigation if needed. The woman who sat beside him during the signing is already being watched. Not just by higher forces, but by earthly eyes too. Someone she trusts has started to record their conversations. And soon, the evidence will be in your hands. Archangel Michael says do not fear the complexity of the legal language, it will untangle easily when truth walks in. Your spirit is equipped to understand even the darkest details. The document will be reversed not by power, but by light. Type Amen to get blessing 66666. There is a piece of land attached to this inheritance that holds more value than even your family realizes. Not only financially, but spiritually. It's where your ancestral lineage made covenants, prayed, and planted seeds of power. Removing your name from it wasn't just legal, it was an attempt to disconnect you from divine alignment. But the angels won't allow that. They are protecting that land until your feet touch it again. When you stand there next, barefoot or still, you will feel a surge in your chest. That will be your moment. That will be when everything inside you aligns, and your destiny fully unlocks. Type Amen to get blessing 77777. You are being watched from multiple dimensions. Heaven is guiding you, and enemies are tracking your movements. But you must walk with quiet confidence, because your spirit is cloaked in holy protection. Every message that comes to you from now on, read between the lines. Every gesture from someone you once trusted, notice the difference. People will begin to act strange around you as the truth pierces their illusions. They will either draw closer out of guilt or disappear out of fear. Let both happen. You are not here to carry dead weight. You are here to inherit divine victory. Type Amen to get blessing 88888. The final signature your father placed on the paper was shaky, not just physically, but energetically. That moment the pen hit the paper, a tear formed in the fabric of peace in your home. That's why strange tension has followed since that day. But restoration is not just coming, it's already on its way. Your dreams may start to show you fragments, flashes of people, symbols, numbers. These are your clues. Your ancestors will speak in symbols now. Feathers. Keys. Flickering lights. Follow them. When one door closes, 3 hidden doors will be revealed. Type Amen to get blessing 99999. When you walk into the place where the truth is being stored, something will shift in the air. You may feel warmth around your shoulder or pressure on your hands. That is Archangel Michael placing protection over you. What was signed behind closed doors will not define your destiny. It will become the very stone you step on to rise higher. Every document can be revised. Every lie can be undone. They wanted to block you. But all they did was bless you by forcing you into divine exposure. You are the testimony that will change how inheritance battles are fought in your bloodline. Type Amen to get blessing 100,000. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20.